Somebody's got to check Luigi's prostate.
This just in.
And that is the first thing people heard.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Pog
Poggers. Poggers.
That was pretty cospog of you, my guy.
Poggers.
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 Oh, you're right. He did notice, by the way. He noticed it last night, an hour after you left.
I hate you for it.
And this just in. My best friend says you better leave his house flip it right side up. Stop flipping it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to something. We're formatting this a little bit differently. So, in the past, when it's been time for the HDL playoffs of a season, we have always done all of the playoff battles live, in real time with real-time commentary. Now, obviously, in this season, with the influx of new players, we can't really get away with doing that anymore. So what we've done is, for the quarterfinals, I decided to do this in a recap-style format. The semifinals and the grand finals will still be done the old-fashioned way, so in real time, live, with live coverage as they happen. But with the quarterfinals, considering that we now have, 8 people in the playoffs, I felt as though it was a little bit too much to try to get every single participant's schedule to align with each other. So this is what we chose to do. But with that being said, I've got 4 matches for you guys. So we're gonna hop into it. I need to go up to here. There we go. So, I'm going to be covering these in the event that they and the time they happen. So, the first, when they happen chronologically, is the order they will be happening. So, we're going to, well, I mean, unless anybody has any objections and wants to, volunteer for the replay.
No, I'm aiming.
Okay. So, without further ado, I'm going to lower the music here a little bit too loud. There we go. So, we're going to start off with Sandy versus Sev, referred to as Day -7 battle. Why? Because they fought as soon as they fought the second that the last recap stream ended. The literal second. So, because of that, there's some shit that happened here. Also, Sandy brought the Dwebble again. Please help. Please help. I don't know what this thing's capable of.
I do, and unfortunately,
yes, Tyler, Dwebble is floating because it radiates that much energy. Have you not seen Sev's Thieflux streams from way back in the day? Dwebble is the avatar. He does not care.
Also, to answer that question, it's death, but you will have to interpret which side it's on to make sense of Dwebble's patterns.
Also, I am deeply scared that there's a chance that I encounter that thing again in Top Cuts.
So,
yeah, the first time you lost to it was because you got a poison off of it. The second time, oh boy.
We're gonna jump right into it. As you can see, Sandy's going to lead off with Cinderace against Sev's Alakazam. Sev is going to immediately switch into Snorlax.
Okay, so I want to be 100% honest here. I'm scarfed, and I didn't want to kill the Zam round first turn. I am so glad he switched. I would have felt so bad if I had murdered that thing turn 1.
As Sandy proceeds to U-turn into the Dwebble, Sandy's going to take the opportunity just to set up an Iron Defense right off the bat, as Sev is going to do what he does best and Metronome into Twister. Going to clean 20% before getting hit by a Rock Slide the following turn. It's not going to stop Gurg from Metronoming into Freeze Dry, getting another 35%. Massive chunk of damage. Another Rock Slide is going to bring a Gurg to its Agua Berry as it metronomes into Fusion Flare, killing Dwebble.
3 special moves after I Iron Defense.
Steelix is going to come in and immediately Body Press. Just straight up as Gurg goes for Superpower. Steelix is going to opt for Autotomize, getting that speed up. Gurg is going to just Superpower again. Has no reason not to. And it will succumb to an Earthquake the following turn. Chris Angel is going to take the stand and Mega Evolve, tracing Sturdy. As it then metronomes into Darkest Lariat, which, did not do a whole lot. And it's going to take 65% from an Earthquake. It's going to proceed to block the following turn, so no more escaping for Steelix. Not that Steelix really cares. And Steelix is going to secure kill on Alakazam. Tokus is going to come in, get hit by Body Press as it proceeds to metronome into Topsy Turvy. So now Steelix is a very slow boy.
Oh, my speed.
The following turn is going to metronome into Moonlight to get itself back up to full as Sandy resets his speed to neutral with another Autotomize. Tokus is going to then proceed to metronome into Volt Switch, which will not work. However, Steelix is going to just continue to Autotomize, get its speed back up. Going to Autotomize again, just for good measure. Stogus is going to metronome into Petal Dance, getting a crit and killing Steelix in the process. Kyurem is going to come in, opting to go straight for an Ancient Power. Does not get the boosts. Tokus is going to go for Petal Dance. Gonna get by another Ancient Power. Tokus is hanging on for dear life. Remember, it is locked into Petal Dance right now. It's going to confuse itself, which means it's no longer locked in, but it is going to die to the 3rd Ancient Power. Grimmsnarl is going to come in and Prankster Metronome directly into Drill Run, getting the kill. Crit did not matter at that percent. Altaria is going to come in and Mega Evolve and opt to go straight for a Pixelate boosted Hyper Voice. Grimmsnarl barely hangs on and opts to go for a Play Rough. Both of them are exactly at 15%. Prankster Metronome goes into Synthesis. Grimmsnarl gets its health back up, but it is not going to survive another Hyper Voice from that range. Quick Claw is going to proc on Magmortar as it metronomes into Torment, which means Sandy cannot click Hyper Voice again the following turn. So Magmortar is going to capitalize on that by metronoming into Poison Tail to get the kill. And so now we are left with a Rabbit, Principal Skinner, Fat Miramon, and JP Shibayama. And Skinner is going to immediately Scald, doing a massive chunk of damage to Magmortar as it gets hit by Leafage.
I forget that to move.
Speakers that go to set up a substitute as Magmortar opts to go for Coil. However, Magmortar is going to die to the next Scald. And so now we have an Electivire against a buff-ass Rabbit and a man who bought fast food to disguise it as his own cooking. Electivire is going to eat that skull for breakfast, opt to go for a Wild Charge to get rid of Suicune's substitute. Quick Claw is going to proc the next turn. Electivire goes for Wild Charge again, doing a massive chunk of damage to Suicune. Scald is not going to kill it, and he does not get burned, which means that the next Wild Charge will kill. However, he won't get the chance. Thus, Sandy won and moved on to the semifinals. Up next, Tyler against Jack. So, I don't think I need to even explain that whenever Jack is involved with literally anything, things end up scuffed. So, just remember that. So, the battle is going to begin with Araquanid against Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko is going to opt to go straight into a Dazzling Gleam. As Araquanid is going to opt to go for Scald, getting the burn, almost killing Araquanid. Hangs on by 6% after burn damage. Tyler's going to capitalize on that by switching directly into Garchomp, correctly predicting a Thunder. And down goes the Tapu Koko. Noivern is going to come in and opt to go straight for Draco Meteor, proccing the Haban Berry on Garchomp. White Herb is also going to reset the stats, so it just gets another chance to go for it again. However, it won't get the opportunity as it dies to a 3-hit scale shot. Tapu Bulu is going to come in. Garchomp opts to go for Poison Jab. Does not get the kill. And Horn Leech from Tapu Bulu is going to kill Garchomp, although obviously Rough Skin damage is going to go off the process. Arcanine going to come in next, getting the Intimidate off, as Jack is going to switch into Aggron, getting hit for 69% from a Flare Blitz from Arcanine. Aggron's then going to Mega Evolve, but that's not going to save it from another Flare Blitz. Even with all that Defense of the World and Filter, it's not losing a Flare Blitz from that range. Slowbro is going to come in, getting hit by another Flare Blitz and barely living. This thing's just doing way too much damage. Slowbro is going to opt for Shell Sidearm. Does get the poison off. However, that poison damage is not going to do enough to kill Arcanine this one turn. Which means Jack's going to have to tough it out or make a play. He opts to switch into Tapu Bulu, sacking it to another Flare Blitz as Arcanine dies to Recoil. Tyler's going to send in a Beater as Jack's going to switch in Slowbro, and it's gone. Jack is then going to switch in Arctozolt as it gets hit for a massive amount of damage by Mach Punch, proccing the weakness policy. And Arctozolt then sets up Hail, which is great, except for the fact that Mach Punch has priority.
Welcome to
He
the
could have
Funk
respected
Elder.
the drift. He didn't. He chose not to.
Would have lost.
And so, Tyler defeats Jack and moves on to the semifinals. Up next, Yaroon against Lion Boy. Yaroon went Galaxy Brain for this fight. He showed me some of the sets he'd come up with before they fought, and I was laughing my ass off. Like,
Still cannot believe one of the sets actually worked.
my biggest regret is that you didn't get to show off the Houndoom. But this man, I'll explain after the fight, but this man brought some Galaxy Brain tech. Or rather, I'll let Yaroon explain after the fight. But we're gonna jump into it. So Yaroon's going to lead with Crocodile as Lion Boy opts to lead with Slurpluff, getting that, Intimidate off turn 1. Lion Boy's going to immediately switch into Heracross, getting taunted by Crocodile before Yaroon opts to switch into Mandibuzz. Heracross is going to opt to go for Brick Break, not doing a whole lot to Mandibuzz, and taking some damage to the Rocky Helmet. Lion Boy's going to switch into Sandaconda, allowing Mandibuzz to set up a Tailwind. Yaroon's then going to switch into Urshifu, getting glared by Sandaconda, which is not very good. However, Wicked Blow just is not going to care, but is going to proc the tried and true eject button strat from Sandaconda, allowing Lion Boy to switch into Dracozolt. Yaroon's going to switch into Crocodile getting hit by an Outrage for a massive chunk of damage. Another Outrage is going to leave this thing with 9%. However, it's not going to live an Earthquake from Crocodile.
Honestly, killing this thing was one of the best things during the battle. For me, at least.
Infernoape's going to come in, finish off Crocodile with a U-turn as Lion Boy is going to pivot into Indeedee, setting up Psychic Terrain. Grune's going to switch into Mandibuzz. Remember, Mandibuzz doesn't touch the ground, which means that it isn't affected by Psychic Terrain. Which means that Fake Out is still going to work on Mandibuzz. And that's exactly what we see happen. Indeedee's going to opt to go for Dazzling Gleam the next turn, doing a big chunk of damage to Mandibuzz, but Yarune's still going to get that Tailwind set up. I was going to go for Knock Off the following turn to get rid of the Focus Sash. Lion Boy's going to capitalize on that and attempt to set up Reflect. However, Defog is going to say no and get rid of Psychic Terrain in the process. Lion Boy's going to set up Light Screen. Yarune's not going to care and is just going to opt to go straight for a Brave Bird to get rid of this Indeedee while he can. Slurpuff is going to come in and do what Slurpuff does best and Drum. However, Lion Boy fucked up the HP stat, which means that Slurpuff does not get to consume its delicious berry and proc on Burden.
Can I just say real quick that just because that's Slurpuff's like defining thing doesn't mean you always have to rely on it.
Yeah.
It just kind of saddens me when I've used it last season because there's so many other ways you can use them on.
Literally, like, Calm Mind Slurpuff is incredibly viable.
Incredibly. And then, well, not even just that, like support. There's a whole bunch you could do with Slurpuff, and just for it to speed Belladrum every time is kind of.
You can use it as a cleric. You can use it as a wall breaker for special. Like Mons.
Lion Boy actually brought Calm Mind's Calling Card to last time.
Like, the Slurpuff is incredibly versatile. It's just people only know it for this one thing.
Hold on, time on Urine. What are you bring?
Oh, well, he brought Calling Card and Calm Mind against me.
Okay, well that's one time.
Anyway, Mandibuzz is going to opt to go for Brave Bird, proccing Slurpuff's Citrus Berry, as Slurpuff's going to go for Play Rough and Kill. Is going to take a chunk of damage from that Rocky Helmet. Greninja's going to come in, and Scarf Greninja is still going to outspeed, unburden Slurpuff, get the kill with Surf, and turn it to Ash Greninja. Infernape is going to come in now, as Yarune is going to just switch into Sableye right off the bat. Infernape's going to U-turn into Heracross. Sableye's going to Mega Evolve, allowing Lion Boy to get a Swords Dance set up. It's going to recover. Lion Boy's going to set up another Swords Dance. However, Sableye's going to Psych Up, take the boost, and then the next turn, he's going to bring this thing down to 3% from a Shadow Sneak. Heracross is going to miss the Mega Horn and die to another Shadow Sneak. This man brought physical Psych Up Mega Sableye. Oh my god, did it work.
And I'm happy to say that that miss did not matter whatsoever.
Oh, it did not.
Greninja would have come in with Surf, followed up with Surf, and finished up with Surf.
Yep. So, Sableye's just going to clean up Sandaconda now, and he's just going to clean up Infernape as well. So, do you want to explain to him what the Houndoom was going to do?
It was Focus Sash counter with Destiny Bond. Do for one combo.
Mm-hmm. And on top of that, it had Unnerve. So that way he could bring it out against Slurpuff, and Slurpuff wouldn't be able to eat its berry. And thus, Yarune enters the semifinals. Which means the last match we have for you is Clay against Callisto. These two played their heart out. Like, people were so back and forth throughout the entirety of this in spectators. So we're going to start off with Clay leading with Jirachi as Callisto leads with Jellicent. Clay's going to U-turn and pivot straight into Salazzle right off the bat. Jellicent's going to miss Will-O-Wisp. Not that it would have mattered because it wouldn't have done anything to Salazzle in the first place. Salazzle's going to force Jellicent to keep Will-O-Wisping, which obviously is not going to affect it. So Callisto's going to switch into Delphox, allowing Salazzle to get up a Toxic on it. Clay's going to switch into Nidoqueen, taking the Psychic from Delphox, barely living with 12%. Clay's then going to switch into Jirachi. Callisto's going to...
seeing if it was choiced.
Yeah. Callisto was not choiced. Opts to go for Shadow Ball, doing a little under half to Jirachi. As Clay's going to pivot into Hitmonlee, eating that Shadow Ball because Hitmonlee is a very specially bulky boy.
AD.
That as well. At this point, Clay is just swishing to help try to sort of keep his team put together as he slowly whittles down Delphox from poison damage, which is exactly what happens. Callisto's going to switch in Jellicent as Jirachi opts to trick it, getting Jellicent's Focus Sash while giving it a Choice Scarf. So now Jellicent is scarfed into Scald. So Clay's going to U-turn into Slowbro.
Just keep in mind, by the way, that was after the fact that he was scarfed into... Because...
Yeah.
Jellicent's slow.
So... Callisto's going to switch into Xurkitree as Clay's going to Mega Evolve and go for Nasty Plot. It's going to take a massive chunk of damage with Thunderbolt, but it's not going to kill. And a Psychic is going to kill Xurkitree from full. Weavile's going to come in now. Obviously, Clay does not want to stay in on this thing, so he's going to switch into Jirachi and opt to just sack it to a Night Slash.
Did what it needed to do.
Clay's then going to bring in Hitmonlee. Callisto obviously knows this thing's going to have Mach Punch or something, so it's going to switch into Jellicent, taking 31% to an Earthquake. Callisto's then going to double into Flygon, getting hit by Knockoff, so rest in peace Leftovers on Flygon. Flygon's going to go for Dragon Claw, killing Shang-Chi from 80. Just a massive chunk of damage. Gyarados is going to come in. Clay's then going to double into Nidoqueen in order to try to scout for Thunder Punch.
Killed me.
Yep. Unfortunately, Callisto opted to just go for Dragon Claw again and kill Nidoqueen. So Clay's going to bring in Gyarados again. Dragon Claw is going to do 43% to Gyarados as Clay opts to go for Waterfall and just kill Flygon right there. Proccing Moxie. However, Gyarados is missing out on a very important speed increase that it needs to deal with something like Weavile. So Clay's going to switch into Slowbro, sacking it to a knockoff. As Clay then brings in Salazzle, who dies from full because Weavile just doesn't care.
It was, oh crap, that was the other thing I wanted to ask about him. Is, I think that might have been a roll. Obviously, it was in his favor. It was like 63% to Oko.
I don't know whether or not his Weavile was max attack. It was Life Orb, obviously, but...
Yeah. It wasn't max speed because it, I don't remember.
It might have been max attack with some bulk investment.
Yeah, most likely. Because it... that's going to bother me now. I don't remember what it was, but there was a interaction.
Regardless, another knockoff from Weavile is going to kill Gyarados, and thus Callisto is going to move on to semis.
It was just a whole bunch of 50-50s in that game.
It was a very solid fight, though. You played your heart out.
Yeah, it's just put myself in a lot of 50-50s. Like, the whole thing with the Slowbro, I could have played better than the... On one hand, it's like I agree with how I thought and thinking that he might have had Thunder Punch there, because I knocked out Leftovers.
Yeah.
So that meant more so just like a utility thing. And Thunder Punch, even without any sort of attack increasing item, killed me from full.
Well, yeah,
I wasn't intimidated.
Yeah, and you're quad weak to it.
Yeah, so I was scared that he would actually just go... I go Dragon Dance, he goes Thunder Punch, so that I just lose right there.
No, it's a valid concern. It's also another, like, a lot of us, as soon as he switched into Nidoqueen, because I completely forgot that Flygon even got Thunder Punch. But as soon as he switched into Nidoqueen there, I knew that Clay was scouting for something, but I just could not rack my brain enough to figure out what the hell he was scouting for. Like,
Yeah.
I knew that the only reason Clay would have for making a switch like there is if he was trying to scout for something. But I just couldn't for the life of me think of what the hell the move was.
I definitely was overthinking it a bit. Callisto played amazing, and for the most part, everything I did was how I would do it normally.
No, like, your thought processes and stuff were solid. Like, you made a lot of good plays. It's just, unfortunately, luck was not on your side.
Yeah. Like I said, I was kind of curious what his Weavile spread was, because I feel like it actually might have been a roll. But...
Unfortunately, Callisto never uploads his paste bins, so
Yeah.
we will never know.
Mhm.
Here's your matchups for the semifinals. Tyler is fighting Yaroon on left side of bracket. The two Season 2 finalists are going to be duking it out in the semifinals. Who's going to return to the grand final slot and who is going to go down to third place? We will find out. On the right side of bracket, Callisto is going up against Sandy. Will Sandy make his way to grand finals? Will he end up in third? Will Callisto make it and become the HDL Season 3 champion on his first ever HDL season? Who knows? You'll have to find out next time. I don't exactly know when we will be streaming the matches for semifinals, but we will be streaming them all at once. We just have to find a day where everyone's schedules align. It could be tomorrow for all I know. I highly doubt it will be, but you never know. So it's just a matter of figuring out when people's schedules align. It'll likely be sometime next weekend. But you know, we'll know when we know. But things are coming to a close. Obviously, we had last week we went through the HDL Season 3 honors over on Clay's channel. So, or not Clay's, but Wade's. Next time we'll do it on Clay's channel. Go follow twitch.tv/Mercado. Anyway, we did the HDL Season 3 honors stream over on Wade's channel, where I forcibly forced him to use OBS, and I highly doubt he will ever go back to anything else, like a sensible person.
It seemed that he went back to it from his stream today.
God damn it, Wade, you had one job.
I couldn't tell though.
But you know, we did a Season 3 honors over on his channel last week, so if you missed that, go over to twitch.tv/FlipKicky, and you know, you can go watch that.
There, he also uploads to YouTube.
He's also uploaded. Oh, I'm not sure if he's already uploaded it to his YouTube channel or not, but it might be up there.
He's working on it.
All right, so you know, if you miss it on his Twitch channel, like, go check his YouTube channel. It'll be up there eventually. And yeah, that's more or less what's going on here. So we're doing all that. But there is something else that I haven't told anyone.
Wait. Sorry, something just came back to me. Why the heck is it called Kingdom Hearts Timeline?
Because the match was confusing until... Look, it was Wade's idea. I don't know. He just typed it. I didn't bother contesting it.
Well, the only reason I ask is because I'm not sure if you noticed, but after the live stream, after our match, he put in HDL chat, "What's the Kingdom Hearts timeline mean?" And I was like, that's a good question. I didn't think anything about it either. So I was just asking for the both of us.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I didn't put that there. Somebody, like, Wade did. I have no idea.
Okay.
Anyway, there is, things are wrapping up, but there is something I want to announce. I've got a one more thing lined up here. I would like to announce that next season, HDL Season 4, will allow multiple people to be on a team.
Wait, what? That's not what I was expecting you to announce there.
Which means, if you are interested at all, if you've ever been interested in joining an HDL season, but, maybe you live in a very weird time zone in comparison to the rest of the participants, maybe you have a very busy schedule, and you're not always going to be available every sort of week, you can come in with another person as a co-coach, and you guys can help divvy up your schedule. You guys can work together to come up with stuff. It's still going to be a singles-based draft league, but if you want to grab a friend and you want to go through it together in order to, make the stuff easier, maybe you're not as familiar with competitive battling, maybe you want a little bit of help, then, go for it. There was never a better time to try to get involved. But that isn't the only thing I want to announce. I would like to announce formally that as of the end of Season 3, the Bronx Blazikins will be no more. That's right. Your boy's getting a rebrand.
That was the announcement I was expecting. I wasn't expecting.
I wanted to catch you off guard first.
Yeah, you did a good job.
So, I don't have a logo for you guys to show for you guys yet. But I have finalized a name. I haven't told anybody what the name is yet. I still need to get someone to make a logo, but I will reveal the name for you now. I've been teasing this for about a week. No one knows what the name is. They're about to find out right now. I would like to announce that as of Season 4, Hallian will no longer be leading the Bronx Blazikins, and I will instead be leading Initial V Create. Why?
That's really clever.
Because it's a clever as fuck name that's hilarious, and I cannot wait to use it.
That's a big brain name.
Just wait until you guys see the logo once I get the commission. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have Victini in the Initial D car. He's gonna have like a arm sticking out of the window. He's gonna have smug ass glasses on. It's just gonna be like, yeah.
That's amazing.
It's gonna be great. I cannot wait to show you guys a logo once I get that finalized, but I could not keep quiet on the name any longer. I needed to tell somebody. So I figured, what better way than to reveal at the end of the stream. I personally think it's a fantastic name. I think it's really clever. I think it's a great it's a great pun. I think it's hilarious. I think it reflects my current attitude on draft as well. I think it's just a
Yeah,
great name. That was the big reason why I wanted to do it. Like, I wanted to make it a Eurobeat pun.
Yeah, because you just...
Yeah. I wanted to make it a Eurobeat pun, and I was like, why don't we try to do something Initial D related? Wait a minute. Victini is more or less the channel mascot. Initial V Create. Perfect.
It's actually amazing how well that, like...
It flows off the tongue good. It'll probably look good in text.
Oh,
like,
yeah, definitely would.
I can
like a James Bond like poster kind of thing.
Yeah, I could just imagine like it's gonna have the Initial D card like mid drift, and then behind it it's just gonna be a giant flaming V.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I cannot wait to make the debut of Team Initial V Create. next season. So I hope you guys look forward to that. So, on that note, I don't really have anything else to show you guys yet. There are some stuff that's in the works. It's been in the work for a year at this point. I've kept quiet about this to almost everybody. There is, I think, one person who knows what's in store. I'm not going to tell the person who knows, because they've probably forgotten at this point, which means it's going to be even funnier.
I don't really feel like I'm being called out.
You totally are.
Megan.
But I hope you guys are ready for what's in store later, for not only the future of the HDL, but also the future of Highly Media, the future of the Hyrule House Flippers, because it's not just about me.
I got
There's some stuff in the works.
I had to think back for a second.
There's some stuff in the works, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it, because we're gonna end this year with a bang, and we're gonna go into the next year full force.
Oh,
So, hope you guys are looking forward to that. Does anybody else have any sort of like weird announcements or anything they want to show? Like I've done everything at this point.
I mean, I feel like at this point, I feel like I'm supposed to be obligated to change my team name, since the other two members of the council have expressed and revealed that they're not going to be using their same team name anymore. But I might write it out for one more season before I do that.
Yeah, I'm so happy about the idea. Like, it literally, the initial V created it literally just came into my head last night, like, or rather like a few weeks ago. It was because I was sitting here, I was like, I kind of want to do a rebrand, right? Like the Bronx Blazekins they've been here for 3 seasons now, right? They've had their time.
Yeah, it's in 6 feet in the crater.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to channel a different form of energy here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I do love how fun it was to bring like high speed, like just an entire high speed tier team. I'm going to keep that MO throughout the later seasons too, because it was just so fun playing with a team like that. I don't care about winning or losing. I care about having a good time. I care about having fun, and that was really fucking fun. That is the most fun I've had in a draft league so far. So I'm just going.
It was only for half a season too.
It was only for half a season, but it was just the most fun I've had. I'm like,
what do you mean?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing it. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to come up with a name that reflects that attitude. So, I think I did a pretty good job.
Astounding job.
Initial V creates. It's so good. It's so good. I love it.
It has no right to be as good as it is. It really doesn't.
It's the same thing as RoboCrop, right? It just works.
Yeah.
It just works.
Sure.
It has no right to be as good as it is, but it is, and it's perfect, and I love it. So, again, I know I'm a broken record at this point. I hope you guys look forward to it. I'm gonna try to be live at some point next week as well with some other stuff. I do need to continue the lock at some point. I have no idea when the hell that's gonna be. I need to get back to working on solo content as well, because it's been a hot minute since I've done anything solo content related. Maybe continue a couple of stream-related playthroughs, wink, wink. But
I get it, okay.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that.
I know.
I was more so talking about Kingdom Hearts and Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, I thought you were...
Oh, no,
okay.
I was talking about the other thing as well. But that's not stream-related.
Well, the thing I was thinking about that's stream-related is... soup.
Yeah, that as well.
Kind of just has been dead.
And then at some point I'm gonna try to work on I've been working with Clam. We're gonna try to get a co-op of sorts over on his channel. Help give his channel more attention. If you guys remember properly, way back on my birthday stream, we did the Mega Man co-op game. I want to continue that. I didn't want to continue necessarily on my channel. I felt as though it might be better suited for, Clay's channel. And be nice to actually throw some attention Clay's way. So, I'm not sure when we're going to get to work on that. I'm not sure when we're going to start that. But eventually we will do that. And it's going to be great. It's going to be hilarious. So, please go over to twitch.tv/Maricotta. Go follow him now if you haven't already. Because you're not going to want to miss that. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
With the power of teamwork. Play.
Just blow.
Boss
Alright,
time.
here's the
Go
boss.
back. Go back.
Go back. It's gonna create so many different.
It's gonna be great. There's gonna be so many clip-worthy moments. I hope you guys are looking forward to that. So, without further ado, I'm going to close off stream here. I know it's been a short stream, but I gotta get some other stuff as well. And I also gotta get prepared for tomorrow because something new Smash character.
4 copy spirits is almost done.
Just remember, chat, at some point I'm going to actually be able to walk over to his room on stream and just give him a very, very long stare.
Who are you talking about?
Me. I'm just gonna have. I'm letting you know ahead of time. When that time actually comes, I'm having the save backed up on whatever service I can 3 times over, just so that way there isn't any temptation to delete it.
I wasn't Who do you think I am? I would never.
I wasn't saying that for you.
Okay, good. So I was about to be like, if
Mistake.
you seriously think I'm the type of person who would just snatch your Switch and delete your save file, then no, I would never do that to anyone.
No, I know. It will forever lay a mystery who I was actually referencing there.
So yeah. Oh yeah, hey Sandy, while we're live, do you have any sort of announcements you want to make?
We're still alive.
Yes.
Oh, I don't have any announcements.
Come up with an announcement now.
He's rebranding to highly immediate.
Hey! What do you think this is, Shofu? No. You can't have multiple people going around with this.
How do I redeem code cards on the app?
And on that note, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
So Sandy, and you go to work.